All right, Pooja, we weren't just gonna let you come on the show. This is your second time around. That means you're family now.
Exactly.
So we gotta make you real comfortable at our Reddit with Friends table.
That's
Perfect
right.
for the new year. Good morning, Carmen. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to both of you.
Yes.
Hopefully everyone's got their resolutions ready and ready to kick 2026 right in the tail.
Oh, you know, I'm all about it. We gotta kick the story in the tail. You know, it's the first. Who's already dealing with some drama?
You know, you'd be surprised. There's, there's about 8 billion people in this world,
Yeah.
like 350 million in this country.
Somebody's bound to have something to talk about.
I got one from the Am I Overreacting subreddit this time. We're going to take a break from the Am I the Villain?
Yeah.
Am I overreacting? And they want to know if they're overreacting because they saw a strange name on a date's Bluetooth in their car. Like, you know how like if you get a call or a text, it can show up on the screen.
Oh,
and
they
the
be
thing.
snitching, yes.
Yeah.
They tell a lot. Technology.
So the user writes, I'm 28, a 28-year-old female, went on a date with a 30-year-old guy. So, you know, not too much older, right? We met up, ate breakfast, and hit the road because it's a long drive. Everything was going good. You know, we were listening to good music, just vibing. And then he gets a phone call. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
He's driving, his phone was connected to the Bluetooth, and so you can see who's calling. The caller ID says, my wife, and my stomach dropped.
Oh, no.
My wife.
A red flag.
We've been dating and talking for 7 months, and not once did he give me any signs that he was married or in another relationship, okay? He didn't pick it up and just let it go to voicemail. Well, my mood instantly shifts because of what I just saw, and he's asking me what's wrong. I told him I saw who called and that he needed to call them back right now. He was going on and on about how it was his brother, and I said, that's trash, because I saw clear as day that it said my wife. He goes on his phone, shows me his recent calls, and it says big bro at the time that the call came through. Right, and mind you, he's driving. This is all while they're in the car.
Wow.
The thing is that when the call came through initially and he let it go to his voicemail, I was staring at it in disbelief, and then I looked away because I couldn't believe what I was seeing. So she, looked away.
She thinks he could have changed it.
It's possible that he changed the contact name real quick. I told him again to call the number, and he doesn't show me, but he does call someone, and I can hear a male voice on the line, and then we start arguing, right? So he insists he doesn't have a wife, and he doesn't know how that happened. We get to the spot, and I try to put it past me, but I just can't let it go. If he had refused to show me his phone at all, I definitely would have just Ubered home. We ended up leaving earlier than planned, and he keeps on trying to explain himself, but I can't forget the image of my wife appearing on that screen calling him. I told him I need some space to think about what happened. So am I overreacting, or is this just some messed up prank?
Oh, a prank? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I'm not married. Pooja is. I want to hear your take on this as a spouse.
So my thing is, okay, it says your wife on your car, but your phone says brother?
Yeah.
So maybe he was thinking about that and like changed it in his phone, but it did update in his
In
car.
the actual car. Okay,
Yeah. And you know, bros look out for each other.
that
and so,
part, yes. My thing is, did she say he called the number back? He called that number back, and it was
a guy's
male?
voice, yeah. But remember, she had looked away. She suspects that he might have changed it, but there's no proof. But
I'm the queen
I'm
of
getting choked up over
investigation.
here.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
like,
I'm the queen of
excuse me.
investigation. Like, honestly, I would have done exactly what she did. Number one, no, we're gonna call this number back right now. We're gonna do that. And I don't really know what to say if there was a male's voice on the other side of the phone, but it still doesn't settle any nerves that she might have had. And now you're always thinking subconsciously like, there's
Who's
no exact
calling
answer. Yeah. Who's calling that? Yeah.
see, my fiance and I, we don't go through each other's phones, but like she has my password to my phone. I'm not afraid of her going through my phone while I'm asleep or at any point because, I'm just not that type of guy. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't have anything to worry about. But like if something like that did happen, like if I had, stupid dumb idiot as like one of my friends in my phone, or something out of left field like that, she would probably have questions. And whether or not that actually was his brother, or she was just already had some assumptions or whatever, even though she said she didn't, but subconsciously had assumptions through their 7 months of dating that seems too good to be true or something like that. I don't know.
7 months is a long time.
That is a very long time to not find anything out. But I want to let's dive deeper into appropriate names for contacts. Because my thing is, there are a lot of ways we could dive into this subject. We're young, it wasn't too long ago that we were either in college or in high school. We had phones in high school. You meet friends and you set their names up. When emojis first came out, you're adding any little thing. But then it's like when you end up with 400 contacts in your phone or people that you're not even still talking to, when do you go back and clear those out? So that you don't get a message from somebody and it pops up on the dash and then that's causing a problem. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't get like big head or little foot or something like that popping up in a text message. Like, who is this
Or
again?
those emojis that it's like at the time were just the only ones or relevant to use, and then now it's like, well, who is this that you got heart eyes next to or something like, we've had conversation about that, even with my partner, but when it comes to issues like this, that could really be a red flag, and I've had to learn, well, hey, this is how this person feels at the end of the day, so you need to communicate and explain the situation or give them some sort of proof.
Well, I guess the question is let's just be hypothetically thinking here. Let's say that the user that wrote this did, for whatever reason, not see it correctly, and it actually was Big Bro. Okay,
that's a long way from my wife. That is a long way.
Just hear me out. Okay, but like regardless, can you trust are you going to continue on in the relationship for 1 and 2? If you do, are you going to be able to do it without any sense of skepticism at all going forward? Because to me, that seems like it's going to take a very long time to get past that, if you can get past it, and if it ends up not being true, Yeah. Like that's, to me, sounds like a deal breaker regardless of this relationship, because
and you got to think about, like, was there any trust issues in the past, Because if not, then you may want to go ahead and give him the benefit of the doubt, but
because again,
if
7 months, if you haven't seen any red flags in 7 months, I would say really just talk it
out. It's like, how'd you guys meet, Did you know him beforehand? Is this the type of dude you would have let date your daughter in the future, one of those situations.
Yeah.
We did have some user comments. Remember at the end when the person who posted this said, "Am I overreacting, or is this a messed up prank?" One person says, "Why and how would it be a prank?" Have you been to his house, out with his friends? Some people do put like sarcastic or nicknames for people in their contacts, but him switching up the contact name would have most likely taken some effort that you would have noticed if you were still sitting next to him. You were right to take some time to yourself. Trust your gut.
Yes.
Seems about right.
Yeah.
Another person says, "I'll add to this. As a married man, I've never saved my wife's contact as my wife. My married friends don't either. It's either her name or a pet name, honey, boo, whatever, whatever the pet names are.
Something like that.
Well, I will say my name in my husband's phone is wifey, so.
Well, there you go. Okay.
Like you said, I'm not saying it's not possible. It's just very odd, right? Someone else commented, "Trust your gut. It's rarely wrong. Of all the phone calls he would have had to ignore, it would have been the one for my wife. Why didn't he answer it? If he doesn't feel right, then do what you need to do that is right for you."
Yeah.
And lastly, someone said, "Doesn't Borat say my wife?" I'm not gonna, my wife, if you've never seen the movie, right? He says it a lot in a very funny accent. It could be an inside joke. This is what this person's saying. Ask if he can call the number just to be sure if you are a little worried. And if it's his brother, nothing to worry about. And he really shouldn't put up such a defense. It's just a phone call that's gonna last like 10 seconds. It sounds like people are split on, was it actually a mistake in looking at it, or nah, how quickly though can you go in there while you're driving?
Yes,
exactly.
Can you go in there safely? There's nothing safe about texting and driving, but like how safely and quickly can you go in without her noticing?
Yeah, I would say that too. The other thing is, if it was a wife, any spouse really, if you don't get the first answer, you're either gonna text, you're gonna leave a voicemail, or you're gonna call back. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that is your spouse, I'm not just gonna, No.
Exactly.
I need my husband. He didn't answer the first time. I'm gonna just let it go and hope he calls. No, then we're gonna follow up with a text message, or I'm gonna continuously reach out to you.
Something tells me I don't know how this relationship ends, it didn't say, but something tells me going forward, if it does continue, he's not going to be using the Bluetooth feature in his vehicle anymore.
That's what I said at the beginning. Them cars, man, they be thinking technology will get you.
They
so
do.
in my old car, I didn't have that feature, but now I do. So but it's something like to get used to, and I'm like, oh, my brother and I actually surprised our parents a couple years ago with a special dinner for their anniversary. And we literally had some family friends come pick them up from the house and take them away. And my dad was like, he knew something was going on because he was riding in the front seat and he saw a text message from me to our family friend. And he's like, well, why is she texting them all of a sudden? So, it'll get you. It'll bite you in the butt
New
sometimes.
Car, huh? Got that day-to-day money.
You know what? Whatever. It's a new year, new car, and then we're being happy. Thank you, folks. Thank you, Pooja, for joining us. You had some good comments.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Look, we're going to have to find another spousal, is that the right word for that?
Sure.
Sure.
New year, new words.
And then, of course, Pooja, let the people know you're here today, but where can they find you and your weather reports any other time?
Yes, so I am on Facebook, just Pooja Simpson on Facebook. There you go, there it is. I posted some beautiful sunrises this morning, but yeah, follow me, check me out. We have a good time on there. And
Yes.
You do weekend mornings?
Yes, weekend mornings with Carolyn. And
Perfect.
Make sure you join us.
Yes, I miss my weekend morning crew. Shout out to you and Carolyn hanging on in there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, look, we're still here. Day to Day with Mariah, January 1st, 2026. Come on back. We've got more for you after the break.